Hello, and today we'll finish off chapter 17 of Remember the Flowers. Hey, where do you think you're slinking off to? My battery is drained. I need a breather. Might have to wait. I think Rose is about to make the big announcement. The what? That sounds like feedback fills our ears. What's up, party people? Unsurprisingly, Karen gets the crowd going pretty easily. I point up to the stage. Does he want me to go up there? Why you sound? Silver smirk fades and his ears fall back confused. I look behind me. Kanto's in the crowd looking around, soon spotting us. Go ahead, I'll sit the announcement out. I don't have a chance to reply as Silver tries to leave himself. Karen points to me. What are you doing over there, Wiki? Get up on the stage. Oh God, I feel my cheeks getting flushed. This is just another test. With feigning confidence, I make my way up to the stage. Please welcome the newest member of the crew. Normally this would be the time to announce his first alliance, but as you all know, he's pretty famous. Regardless, Cyrus is as much of a member as the rest of us. Y'all better treat him right, or you'll get my metal arm right up your ass, and not in a fun way. The hyena holds the mic out to me. Wait, fuck, I never prepared a speech. I take it with a bit of hesitation. Hello everyone. Thank you for taking the time to make it out tonight. I whispered to Karen. What did I say? Whatever you want. She says that silent whisper. Thanks. I clear my throat. Well, I wasn't really expecting to make an announcement tonight. I'm also not the best at these kinds of things, so here goes. I just want to say that I'm looking forward to working with you all to take down Rezo. I was stuck in there for a really long time, longer than most people are alive for. So if anything, I hope you can trust me when I say I'm going to give it my all. As most of you know, my first mission starts tomorrow. Everyone's been asking me how I'm feeling about it. My answer is still the same. I'm excited to get to work. I'll be gone for a while with my good friend Talon. In that time, I hope to grow into a valuable asset to the team. Thank you again for coming out, and I hope you enjoy the party. Similar to when Karen was manning the mic, the crowd roars. My embarrassment shows on my face as I scratch my cheek. I hand the mic back to Karen. Can I leave now? I'm a bit overwhelmed. Of course, go enjoy yourself. Guest of honor. I will. Thank you. As I turn to leave the stage, I see Kanto and Silver in the corner. They look like they're arguing. That doesn't look good. My gut's telling me that I can only mean one thing. Before I can reach the floor, I see them leave the venue. By the time I get outside, they are nowhere to be found. I do hear footsteps in the distance. Trying to be as stealthy as possible, I follow them. I probably don't need to on account of Kanto's yelling. I can tell they're right around the next corner. I stay put, trying to listen in. I can barely make out Silver's voice. What I do hear makes him sound pitiful, scared, confused. How is this any different? That's part of the problem, isn't it? I'll go. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. Of course not. You never do. Uh-oh. For a moment I considered stepping in, but I stopped myself. Look, I think it's time to cut the bullshit. You have your life and I have mine. I'm taking the hint loud and clear. But, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Not until you tell me what's going on with you lately. I expect to hear Silver reply, but all I hear is silence followed by a defeated sigh from Kanto. You know what? It's fine. I'm tired of being your afterthought. I'm not gonna sit around and feel like shit anymore. I hope you have a safe trip. Goodbye, Silver. With that, I hear a heavy set of footsteps walk further and further away, followed by a lighter set quickly running away. Oh, fuck. What should I do? What can I do? At the end of the day, these are two adults. I can't just force them to be together. We're leaving so soon, too. I don't want this to be how they end things. I walk towards the hall where I heard the voices. Sure enough, no one's there. Kanto can probably handle himself. It's Silver I'm worried about. I try to think like Silver. Where would he go when feeling vulnerable? To ask? No, he's the type to be alone. There's only one place I can think of where he can be alone, mostly. I make my way down the hall. I'm hoping my instincts are right. It's about a 5-minute walk to our room. Should I knock? No, it's my room, too. That would make it even more awkward. I'll try to act natural. If he asks why I'm not at the party, I'll say I forgot something and needed to grab it. Easy, right? I sigh. It's never that easy. Nothing to it but to do it. I put in the door code and then walk in. The lights are off, as expected. I hear something rustling in the corner. I decide to not turn the lights on for his sake, leaving only the hall to illuminate the room. I can tell Silver has already turned on his cot, trying to act like he's asleep. You know I can tell you're faking it, right? 'Cause you usually snore. Silver rolls over and glares at me. The front under and around his eyes look damp. I don't snore. Yeah, I know, but I got you. I walk over and then plant myself next to him on the floor. I don't say anything right away. Trying to find the right words is difficult. Well, go on. Out with it. You can tell. I know you heard us. You're not that stealthy. I chuckle nervously. Then I'll cut to the chase. What's going on, Silver? You know I'm here for you. I don't want to talk about it. Well, not talking about it is why you're here in the first place, isn't it? Come on. I think for a moment. I have an idea. Let's get out of here. We can go to the surface for a bit. What for? Just to get away from everything. You know, whenever I was feeling down, my best friend would come barging in and drag me out of bed. Do you mean Diana? Yeah. Then she would stroll me away in her car and we'd go driving around town or go to a park or something. It's easy to get lost in your own head sometimes. So what do you think? Silver slowly sits up in his cot and looks over at me. After a moment he nods. I stand up and extend my hand to him. Sounds like a plan then. After we make our walk through the base, we eventually reach the surface using the elevator. Once the doors open, I step outside and Silver follows me. I take a deep breath and look all around. It's a clear night, the stars are bright, and there's even a cool breeze. The crickets are lively too. I find a nearby boulder and take a seat on it. I pat the spot next to me and invited Silver over. He looks hesitant, but for a moment before finally walking over to join me. Come on, let's sit down. A little bit of fresh air always helps clear my mind. We got a great view, too, look. I point up at the stars. Silver looks up for a moment before taking a seat next to me. Notice his gaze drops down quickly to the dirt below him. He looks lost in his thoughts. You hungry? I stole some snacks from the party earlier. Maybe it's just me, but thinking on an empty stomach just makes me feel worse. I open my Axiom inventory sphere. After pressing a few buttons, 2 wrapped up croissant sandwiches drop into my lap. I pick one up and hold it out to Silver. He doesn't answer, but takes it anyway. Thanks. We sit in silence for a few minutes, quickly eating together. But it doesn't take long before I hear sniffling. Despite that, he keeps eating away until he finishes his sandwich. I say nothing at first, but start rubbing his shoulder after a few moments. I screwed up, Cyrus. I really screwed up. What do you mean? His voice cracks a bit when he responds. I don't even know where to start. That's okay. I just didn't think I would feel this bad. He deserves better than me, anyway. Why is that? Because I don't know how to do any of this. I have no idea what it means to be a good boyfriend. I wasn't ready. You hear the frustration in his voice. Back then, in that orphanage, I wasn't allowed to feel anything. That's why I was so good at what I do. That's probably why I have such a messed up relationship with my feelings. I think there's a part of me that never really left that place. I'm still stuck here. That makes sense. The past sticks with us hard sometimes, no matter what we try to do to move on. It's too much, Cyrus. I can't focus on my missions while worrying about someone else. It was hard enough letting Ash go off on his own. So what are you trying to say? He takes a deep breath. I can't be with Kanto, not right now. But I was too much of a coward to say it after all this time, and now everything is fucked up. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, and I never said a damn thing. You say that, but there has to be a reason you lasted this long. Because it feels like he's my anchor. I owe him so much, and I was afraid of losing him. And then I did. Fox lets out a staggered breath as he covers his eyes with his left arm. I've always been alone, and I was fine with that. It's how I operate, and it's what I'm used to. Since I'm always away on missions, it's so easy to run away from it all. But why am I so stupid? Silver, you're being too hard on yourself. But this is exactly why you should talk to him. If you don't, it'll eat your life. And I don't think you're stupid, okay? Relationships can be messy. It happens. But if you want to fix it, you have to communicate. You don't get it all. You don't get it at all. What? Stop making it sound so easy. Silver's hands shake and curl up into fists. He immediately stands up and moves in front of me, holding his arms out as if to present himself. Just look at me, Cyrus. I'm hopeless. Just a stupid, broken mess. I don't know anything. I didn't get to go to school and figure my shit out like you. It was just me and my brother. I never had a childhood. They took that away from me, and I'll never get that back. By minutes, despite everything, I clawed my way out of that hell, battered and beaten. Silver covers his face with his left hand. But hey, at least Ash turned out fine. He can go on living a normal life, and he's just okay. Sometimes I'm even jealous of him, and I hate myself for it. But I can't do that. From the moment I was forced to take a life, I can never have that. So I'll keep fighting for us, and so Ash can live happy and free. When he removes his hand from his face, his eyes are so intense and clear. I stand up so I can meet him at eye level. Silver, have you ever thought about just taking a step back from all this? You've already fought your battles. You don't have to keep fighting. His glare pierces right through me. No, you don't get to say that to me. You're no different than I am. Maybe it's under different circumstances, but we're all here fighting towards the same goal. I want to push back, but I know he's right. Everyone has tried on many occasions to stop me from pursuing this job, but I didn't listen. I don't think I have the right to tell him what to do here. I'm sorry. Silver turns away from me. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you. That's okay. I get what you're saying. This is a dangerous job. What we do is dangerous. And I don't think you understand that yet. For your sake, I hope you never have to see the horrors that lie ahead, but I can't guarantee that. And I won't always be there to protect you. I know, and I appreciate you being honest with me. But there's no turning back now, not after everything that's happened. Maybe I haven't seen what you've seen, but I want you to know that you don't have to fight all your own anymore. We have each other now, and out of everyone who could accompany me on this mission, I'm really glad it's you. Silver eyes widen as he looks away. Fine, then I hope you're ready. It's the boss's orders. I shrug my shoulders and chuckle. Silver sighs and puts his hands in his pockets before looking back over to me. I have to stay focused. I won't ever forget all those kids we met at the orphanage. I'll keep fighting for them too. Even the friends we lost there. He says this under his breath. See, this is what I'm talking about. Kanto doesn't need to deal with that or any of my baggage. I'm the farthest thing from normal. Silver, I can still remember when we first met. Will you believe me if I told you we kind of hated each other? Honestly, that doesn't surprise me at all. I might be close with Aaron and everyone now, but it wasn't always like that. Silver chuckles to himself, a pain smile stretches across his face. And still, Kanto was the first one to try to reach out to me. At some point, I gave in. That's all it took. For the first time in my life, I felt release. I smiled, imagining Kanto being affectionate is still a new concept to me. But it was not hard to see why he had feelings for him. We got pretty close over time, and then one day he confessed to me. Why'd he have to go and do that for? He's an idiot. Or maybe I'm the idiot who let him. Silver holds his head in his hands. He always felt like if I lose Kanto, I'll lose a part of myself, you know? Oh, I've definitely been there. Silver sits back down next to me and brings his knees up to his chest. I can't even begin to tell you what Kanto means to me. I didn't know what it felt to be held and to be loved. I was living the moment. I didn't want to lose that feeling. That scares me. I'm afraid I'm always going to be this broken thing, clinging to things that make me feel normal. I slowly extend my arm toward him and start rubbing his back. But you're wrong. You're not broken. You're more normal than you realize. You should try looking at the silver lining more often. No pun intended. I managed to make him laugh with that one. You grew into the person you are today because of the struggles and experiences. That sounds pretty normal to me. You don't want anyone else to suffer. It's why you're so protective about the people you care about. Think about it. Think about Ass. Would he really be where he is now without you? And look at me. You've had my back since day one. Weren't you the one that said you were a big factor in helping me escape? I'd still be walking away in a containment chamber somewhere if not for you. Silver turns to look at me. You're okay, Silver. Even now, you're letting yourself open up. What's important is that you finally acknowledge your feelings, right? If you don't think you're ready to be in a relationship, then you need to be honest about it. Silver's quiet for a moment. I'll talk to him then. I nod. He sighs and leans in on me, resting the side of his head on my shoulder. I'm so tired. Silver might be the most capable of the team, but it's easy to forget he's still the youngest. He spent most of his life protecting others, but it feels like he's never let anyone return the favor. I can do that much for him. We sit there for a little while. At one point, I think he's about to fall asleep, but then he speaks up quietly. You think he'll be okay with this? I think you're underestimating him, honestly. Then I think I'm ready. Silver pushes away and stands up, brushing himself off. I get up to stand with him. Let's call him up here, then. You really should get everything off your chest before we leave, right? I think about my confession to Aaron. God knows I feel better after this week. Silver tilts his head confused. What's that mean? Oh, I'll save it for the road trip. He nods and his tail switches a bit. Do you want me to message him for you? No, I should be the one. Silver sends Kanto a message and he replies back quicker than expected. He says he needs 20 minutes and he'll be on his way. In the meantime, I take out more snacks for us while we wait. This is the longest 20 minutes of my life, and I'm sure it's even longer for Silver. He's cleaning one of his knives. I guess even an assassin can get nervous from time to time. Eventually I see his ears flick back and he sits up. I start to hear footsteps come from where the elevator is. Kanto has his hands in his pockets as he looks around. Silver looks like he's already losing his nerves, so I take it upon myself to call Kanto over. Hey, over here. Kanto's ears twitch as he turns to face us. He pauses before making his way over. I whisper to Silver, do you want me to stay? You don't have to, but can you wait for me after? I nod. Hey, Silver. Cyrus. Hey. They both stand awkwardly. Neither know what to say or how to start. I can hear Silver gulp before he tries to speak up. Thanks for coming up to meet me. No big deal. I was feeling stuffy down there anyway. Yeah, same. There's another pause. I'll give you two some space. I can go stand watch or something. Kanto smirks. Thanks, Swing Bing. I made my way towards the elevator. They're not that far away. Even from this distance, I can still mostly hear their conversation. So, Kanto crosses his arms. Silver coughs. I wanted to talk about, us. What about us? Like, in a standoffish I've been this past year. Silver is trembling, but he manages to keep eye contact with Kanto. Let's sit down, okay? They take a moment to get comfortable, sitting side by side where Silver and I were just before. I know I haven't been honest with you. I need to change that, I know. But give me a second. Silver breaks eye contact with Kanto, struggling to say anything, and eventually takes a deep breath. Let me just say this first, okay? I love you. I always have, but you were right. We can't do this anymore. Silver kicks some dirt in frustration. This sucks. I'm sorry. Just talk, Silver. Say whatever you want to say. Right. Okay. Do you remember when you asked me to move in with you? It was a while ago. I know that meant a lot to you. I mean, naturally, it would. That's a big step for us. But when you asked me that, I froze. I wasn't ready, and I don't know when I'll ever be ready. You deserve someone who's all in, and I don't think that's mean. Kanto's shoulder dropped by that statement. The truth is, it's too much pressure right now. Being someone's something. I have too much on my mind. Between you and Ass and the resistance, I can't do it all. And I'm so sorry it took me this long to tell you that. I was scared. That's news to me. Why were you scared? Because you love the hell out of me. And that's scary. You were my first, Kanto. I didn't know what I was doing or what I was feeling. But I do know that you were the first person to ever make me feel normal. That was everything to me. So none of this is on you. It's not your fault. I'm all fucked up. Silver starts to choke up and finally tears escape him. I'm a freaking mess, Kanto. Please don't hate me. I don't want you to hate me. I can't handle that, even though I know I deserve it. Silver. Kanto seems taken aback by that. Silver starts wiping away the tears with his arm. Not entirely sure on how to respond, Kanto places a hand on Silver's shoulder. Hey, come on, I don't hate you. If you don't think this is working, I can't do shit about it. This has been a long time coming anyway. I'm just glad you were finally able to tell me yourself. Silver's ears flatten as he looks away. I just wish you had told me sooner. I know I'm sorry. You really need to work on this communication stuff. It doesn't have to be this hard. But I'm sure my temper didn't help. I'm really sorry for yelling at you earlier and for how I've been acting. It was frustrating. After all the silence and cold shoulders, I couldn't take it anymore. And then you went and kept dismissing from me too. I'm sorry. It's fine. I get it now. Kanto lets out a deep sigh. But it's been too long for me. You're gonna leave it again. Maybe I don't have to go. I can just find someone to replace me, and I'll stay here, and you and me can. No, don't do that. You just finally started being honest with yourself. Don't start backpedaling now. We have different priorities. That's okay. I don't want you to feel bad about that. I'm gonna be fine, and I want you to be fine too. Yeah, I'll try. I really love you. I really did love you, Silver. But you should know that I don't want to wait around anymore. After all this time, I don't deserve that. I know. Just do what makes you happy, okay? We don't have to be a thing. We can still be friends if you want. Silver sniffles and nods. I like that. There's an awkward silence between the two. They stop looking at each other at this point until Kanto tilts his head to peek over at Silver. Then he nudges his arm with his elbow. Hey, you want to do something? You want to know something stupid? If it wasn't obvious, I was a little jealous of your roommate. It was obvious. So it kind of became my punching bag for a while. What? Don't be mad. I already apologized. We talked it out. Hell, he's the reason you're talking to me now, isn't he, little meddler? Silver suits him a glare and Kanto flinches. After a moment, the fox gives him a light jab on his arm and he manages to laugh. You deserve that. I know. With the tension broken, they both look up at the stars together. Maybe this is all for the best. You and I can focus on ourselves and stop worrying about this. But I'm gonna miss you, you know? You're still my favorite guy, Silver. Yeah, I'll miss you too. For just a moment, Kanto feels his eyes get misty, and he turns away. He clears his throat and stands up, looking back down at Silver again. Silver looks up at him, curious. I'm gonna head back to my place for the night. I think I need a day to myself. Silver gives him a slightly dejected look, but nods. Yeah, okay. I'll see you tomorrow. You should get some rest. Right, yeah, I will. Kanto takes a deep breath and waves bye to Silver before walking towards my direction. Once he reaches me, he clears his throat and speaks. I'm gonna go, sorry. Okay, I'll be around if you need to talk to. Sure, thanks. He continues walking toward the elevator back to the base. Once he's out of sight, I make my way over to Silver, who's now watching the stars alone. You okay? Yeah, maybe. We can go back to the room if you want to. I think I'm gonna stay for a bit. It feels nice out here. Want me to stick around? Nah, it's okay. You sure? For the first time this evening, he smiles reassuringly. So I think I just want to be alone for a bit. I smile back and pat his shoulder. I think I'm going to go spend the night at Alice's place. It's been a while since we've hung out. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, if I don't see you in the morning, I'll see you tomorrow night. You too, bud. See ya. I take that as my cue to leave and make my way back towards the base. I have to pay Vita one more visit before tomorrow. Before I step into the elevator, I look back at Silver. He's watching the stars again, but alone this time. Underneath the moonlight, his fur is glowing. He looks at ease. Much more than I've ever seen before. A few hours pass by quickly. I saw him fall back onto my bed, all sprawled out. The day was a lot more than I bargained for. Vita was more accommodating than I thought he would be. They already prepared a good amount of medicine for me to take on the trip. Our promise still stands. Come back alive or else. I intend to. I gotta start thinking of the bigger picture after all. The resistance needs me as proof of what realism is really like. I can't be wasteful with the remaining time I have left. That being said, I have nothing else to do for the night. I've just been pacing around my room for the past 30 minutes. It's nearly midnight, but I'm too excited to sleep yet. I've gone over everything in my axiom multiple times. I say I'm good on supplies. I pull up my axiom to send a message to Aaron. Hey, Aaron, if it's alright with you, can I come over tonight? Or can you come hang out here, whichever you prefer? And send. It's kinda late, so I prepare myself for the chance that Aaron might not respond. Then my axiom beeps not even a minute later. I'm pleasantly surprised, if a little shocked. I go to open it and furrow my brow. It's a message from Kanto. Hey, can you come meet me in 15 minutes? Go to the coordinates attached. Thanks. Huh? I wonder what Kanto could want at this time of night. I don't recognize the coordinates he sent me either. Where is this? What's up? Kanto replies immediately. Don't worry about it, and don't be a wimp. You have 13 minutes. What the hell? Confused, I leave my room and then head to one of the ports. When the port opens, I'm somewhat cautious. It looks like I'm still in the building, but it's dark. The moon is the only source of light I have right now. The boots echo through the halls as I look around. I peer out a nearby window, but I still can't piece together where I could possibly be. This building, wherever it is, seems to be in the middle of an overgrown forest. Cyrus, that you? I hear a familiar voice echo through the hallway. Yeah, where are you? Can't see a thing. The lights down there don't work. Come upstairs. I follow his voice and eventually find a staircase with some light pouring down it. I hold a dusty handrail as I walk up. I see Kanto further down the hall. He nods at me to follow him. Now that I can see better, I take in the environment properly. There are wires and cords all along the walls, converging into the room Kanto walked to. Turning the corner, I see him sitting on a couch. Glad you could make it. Sure, thanks for having me. I see all types of equipment I don't recognize through the room. I'm surprised with how neat everything is organized, even if I don't know what any of this is. There are basic amenities, including a bed, fridge, and even kitchenette. Welcome to my home. Make yourself comfortable. I nod. Curious, I try to make out my axiom screen to see what part of the U.S. we're in. Want an open message. I'll check on that in a second. When I try to access the gate, I get an error message. No network availability. Hey, where the hell are we? Axiom not working? Kanto smiles at me. I know this dragon well enough by now. He has something he wants to say. Just gotta lovingly egg him on, is all. He grumbles. Okay, fine. I'm not going to have another chance after tonight. He points to the couch. You, sit. Confused, I do as I'm told. The big dragon walks over and plops himself next to me on the couch. He's trying to act comfortable, but he's still visiting. So, I'm getting to it. Kanto sighs, like whatever he's about to say is causing him pain. I just wanted to say thank you, seriously, for the night, I mean. Oh, are you doing okay? Yeah, I'm good, mostly. He sighs and leans back on the couch. Okay, it sucks. I know I said I'd already accepted it was over, but I still feel down, I guess. I'm not upset, maybe relieved, but I'll be fine. I just need to sleep on it. That's good. I figured you'd take it better than Silver would. I finally got him to open up before you got there. I think it helped a lot. Kanto smiles. Nobody in hell did I think you'd be the one to crack Silver, but I'm glad you did. It feels like the least I could do, considering everything you two have done for me. Kanto leans close to me, rests his elbow against the couch. He looks me over and then laughs. Funny, when I first met you, I thought you were just going to drag us down. You might have been the smartest guy I ever seen. That oversized jacket didn't help either. I smiled and chuckled. But you've grown a lot, huh? I like to think so. Besides, I have a favor to ask of you. Sure, anything. Can you watch out for Silver? I can do that. Technically speaking, Silver's the one that should be watching out for me. That's not what I mean. Then what do you mean? Kanto groans. He's always working himself to death with all these missions. I don't get it. Ash is safe. Is that enough? I wish he'd take a break or something, at least for his brother. Don't get me wrong. I care about our cause, but we should be taking care of ourselves too. Yeah, it feels like he's got a lot more going on than he likes to admit. Don't worry, I'll watch over him. Thanks. Kanto looks away, and I can tell he's anxious. Dad, I'll take this moment to try to lighten the mood. Speaking of the mission, Titania said I couldn't come back to the base until it's over. Maybe we'll see each other out in the field. The world's a big place, who knows? Kanto points to my head. Just remember, now we know even axioms aren't perfect. Sue. Oh, that reminds me. I got a message I haven't read yet. I got to my notifications. It's a reply from Aaron. Yes, smile. Hey, sorry, but I gotta go. What the heck do you have going on this late at night? Maybe you're the one that needs a break. That's exactly what I plan to do. Aaron said I could spend the night at his place since it'll be a while until I can since it will be a while until I can again. Oh, I see. Kanto wastes his brow at me. I can't help but blush. Don't get any weird ideas. Too late. But hey, before you go, why don't you give your game a test drive? Oh, sure, hang on. I hold the familiar device in my hands. Kanto scoots up closer and we both peer down the screen. I take a good long look at the device, not realizing I've been staring at it for more than a few moments. Kanto taps my shoulder. You good? Yeah, sorry. So you really liked it, huh? Didn't actually think I'd get to play again. Just having a piece of my past with me was enough, honestly. Why the heck am I so nervous? Beats me. You're a sentimental guy, so I get it. Come on, just turn it on our way. Okay, here we go. I flip on the switch. I hear a chime, familiar chime, something I haven't heard in centuries. It's followed by a pause. It always takes a few seconds before the game's title screen appears. Right now, it feels like an eternity. When it does and then a familiar tune starts playing, that instantly fills me with nostalgia. Something I thought I'd never hear again. It's hard for me to hide my excitement at this point. Kanto chuckles and gives me a thumbs up, proud of himself no doubt. I feel a flutter in my chest. Moments of my childhood come rushing back, warm and happy memories. Memories of Dad sitting with me on the couch and watching me play the newest video game. Memories of Dad trying not to laugh at my embarrassing amount of game overs. Despite that, he was always there, ready to help me with when I had given up. Nothing beat the feeling of finally clearing a hard level by myself, and it was always thanks to him. I wish I could tell you how sorry I am for not getting a chance to say goodbye. But even when the world was ending, you were thinking of me. Thank you, Dad. I'll keep doing my best. Just watch me. The day is finally here. Evening comes in fast. It's already 7 o'clock at night. As much as I wanted to spend my last day at home relaxing, I had more on my plate than I realized. I guess that's fine. I'm not one to sit around and do nothing anymore. Look around my room, I check to see that I have everything I need. Won't be back here anytime soon, so I make sure my bed is nice and tidy for when I return. Silver packed up all his belongings already. I haven't seen him all day. He probably wanted to tie up loose ends this time around. Guess he'll get to see my new haircut along with everyone else. I headed to the bathroom to make sure everything was okay. I'm thankful Karen was nice enough to squeeze me in for a last-minute hair appointment. I got so used to the white that I almost don't recognize myself as I look in the mirror. I kinda like the black though. I just hope it does its job and fools any would-be resume captors. I make sure my Arcadia collar is fastened and synced up to my accent. Finally, I take a deep breath. Alright, it's time to go. I head out the bathroom, out of my room, and close the door behind me. The sun is starting to set. I see the members of my crew almost immediately. I make my way towards them. Eventually, everyone looks over in my direction when they hear my footsteps. Well, speak of the devil. Well, didn't recognize you at first. That's a look. What do you think? Different enough? I'll say, I doubt anyone would know it's you at a glance. Not too savvy, Cyrus. Might take some getting used to. I think I did a pretty good job, if I say so myself. Karen says with pride. Definitely. I miss coming to my favorite hairdresser. Oh, Cyrus. She picks me up for a sudden bell hug. I'll be here when you get back, but you'll have to rely on little fox man over here until then. Silver rolls his eyes. I'm sure I'll manage. I tap out almost immediately on account of all the air in my lungs being squeezed out. Oops, sorry, Si. Please don't kill him. He hasn't even started his first mission yet. Hey, give me some credit. It'll take more than that to do me in. See, I knew I was being careful. I cough. That's not what I meant. Well, Sarah laughed. Look over the scenery again. This definitely looks different compared to dawn out here. You know, with how often we hang out here, we should set up some park business or something. I wouldn't mind. It's too cold in the basement for my liking. You know that the point of a secret base is for it to be secret, right? We'll just say we're having a secret picnic if anyone asks. Let me know when they do. I'll port over to find out how that goes down. No one speaks up. Just so you know, I'm not gonna bust you out of jail again, Yin Queen. As if I need you to, and that was a one-time thing. For now, what did you get arrested for? I blew something up. She blew up a resin research lab that was under construction. And my arm. Don't forget my arm. Like we could forget. Kanto snickers before Karen starts to get fired up. Before they can start to bicker, Aaron claps his hands to get our attention. Alright. Normally, I'd leave you guys to it, but the sun's going down. Shiver, Cyrus, come here. We do as he says. Aaron places a paw on each of our shoulders. We're going to do great out there. Remember, your job isn't to engage in unnecessary combat. Your job is to secure a source of lodestars and run reconnaissance. That being said, I know you two are capable of holding your own out there, so if you have the opportunity, you better kick some ass. Right. Wouldn't have it any other way. Good. Now, I know it's not your first time, Silver, but since it's Cyrus's... Hell yeah. Present time. Huh? Silver suddenly pushes something onto my chest. Here's mine. Hope you like it. He smirks. Confused, I look up at Aaron. It's a tradition that for your first time out, we each give you something. Oh wait, I want to go first. Cyrus is gonna flip. Karen, don't you think you should say yours for the end? What? What for? Well, how do I put this? Wouldn't it be a good idea to save the best for last? Karen gives a smug grin and nods. Oh, good point, good point. Alright then. Continue. This makes me nervous for some reason. Aaron chuckles. Well, go on and open it. Sure, thank you very much. I see out of habit before feeling the box in my hands. It's kind of small, but heavy. Opening up the lid, I see something shiny. It's a custom knife from our practice sessions. I say you could use one while we're out and about. The blade isn't like any knife I've seen before. It reminds me more of a small katana than a knife. There's a ring at the bottom of the hilt as well. It's amazing. Thank you, Silver. I'll treat it well. I'll show you how to do weapon maintenance while we're on the road. Always gotta make sure your blades and guns are taken care of. I look forward to it. Aaron clears his throat. I got you something too. It was last minute, but I hope you like it. Aaron seamlessly produces something from his back pocket. It's wrapped in a cloth. I'm not the best at wrapping, but feel free to take the handkerchief with you. I graciously accept it, storing it carefully into my axle. Guys, you really didn't have to go through all this. Nonsense, you deserve it. Be careful though, they're fragile. Plural, huh? I carefully unravel the handkerchief. Inside is a weighty, ornate box. It fits in the palm of my hand, if only just barely. Press the button in the middle. I nod and do so. The lid opens, revealing a shiny necklace before music starts playing. It's a music box. I wanted to get you a necklace anyway, but I thought you might want something to help you sleep. Camping can be tough. I meticulously pull the necklace out to get a better look at it. I recognize that color anywhere. It's a lodestar. It almost looks like a blue pearl. Since you apparently used up the only one you had, I thought I'd get you another. I hope it'll help you in a pinch. I can already feel tears welling up, but I hold them back. Thank you, Aaron. Don't you mind tying it on for me? I'd be happy to. Aaron takes the necklace from my hand and then reaches behind my neck to fasten it. I hold the blue stone in my hand. It's clearly been polished with how shiny it is compared to your average piece of lodestar. It's by far the prettiest one I've seen. I can only imagine how much it cost him. My debts to him just keep growing. There, how's that? Perfect. I give the big cat an even bigger hug. I will last one for a while. I miss you so much, all of you. I promise to write back as often as I can. It'll be gloomy without you, like I said before. Aaron pulls back to look me in the eye. I know you're going to do great out there. In fear of crying yet again, I stay silent and nod. After closing the music box, I pull my inventory screen out, place it both in a knife inside. Aaron chuckles. Kanto comes up to me. Alright, Silas. I already gave you your gift last night, so don't get greedy. Take this with you. Unlocked it, just like you asked. Kanto pulls out the pistol from his Axiom inventory sphere. Consider this a consolation prize for showing up on time. Be careful out there, alright? Thank you, Kanto. You've been a big help. Kanto pauses and smirks. Just kidding. Huh? Kanto ruffles my hair with his paw. I got one more thing for you. Kanto doesn't give me an opportunity to say anything as he pulls something else out of his Axiom inventory. He passes me a rather large box. I sit it down on the ground, not sure what it could be. Slowly I open the top up and then reach inside. It's a motorcycle helmet. Oh wow, did you make this for me, Kanto? Sure did. You didn't have to do that. Silver already told me he had a spare. But I have to admit, having my own custom helmet, this is amazing. Thank you so much. Aaron chuckles and points in the direction behind me. Turn around. I don't think she can wait any longer. Upon doing so, I see Karen looking anxious. She's tapping her foot while checking the non-existent nails on her prosthetic arm. When she catches us staring, she gasps. Is it my turn? It looks like it's your time to sign. Go for it. Be right back. She pulls behind the walks. Moments later, she wheels something out to the road. Ta-da! Your very own motorcycle. She says proudly. Wait, what? What? I can't accept this. This is too much. Because you can. You're the one who helped me fix it up, after all. Wait, is this a junker we've been tinkering with in our spare time? Getting a closer look, I could definitely see the similarities. Sure is, though. Sure is, though I finished the rest of it on my own so it could be ready for you. Kara tosses the keys to me. I better catch them. Believe me, you're going to need this if you're going to be gone that long. I want you to have it, Cyrus. I want you to have the means to explore this world the best you can. Dude, you're seriously going to make me cry. You know that? Ain't no saving it. She comes over and smacks me hard on the back. You got a long road ahead of you, Wookie. Make sure to enjoy every last second of it. You're right. Now it's Silver's turn to clear his throat. Not to steal the spotlight, but were you able to run maintenance on mine too? Sure did. It's behind that rock too. I couldn't drag them both out here by myself. Leave it to me. Thanks again. I owe you one. Give me some cool souvenirs while you're out. And we'll call it even. Deal. Be right back. Silver heads over to the rocks and Kanto walks up to me shortly after. I spent all night making sure your helmet would be ready. It'll give you night vision while you're out after dark and can even communicate with your axiom. Hopefully it'll help. I'm sure it will. This is probably a bad time to say it, but I don't know how to ride a motorbike. Don't worry. Silver parks his bike next to mine. No one's going to be on the highway this time of night. We'll get you some good practice. I added some self-driving tools too. Still, you should learn how to drive on your own. No time like the present, right? That's the spirit. I smile, getting myself up before heading to my bike. Ready? I think so. No, I know so. Good. Silver slides on his helmet and hops onto his bike. I try to do the same, but I have some trouble. Want me to help you up? For old time's sake? I chuckle. Sure. Just you wait. Next time, I'll be the one taking you on joyrides. Ellen starts to lift me up from under my armpits, gently sitting me down on the bike. I look forward to it. He leans down close to me. Out of earshot. I miss you too, Cyrus. See you around. I blush but smile happily. I take the handkerchief Aaron wrapped his gift with and try my best to tie it around my neck. Aaron smiles before heading back to stand with Karen and Kanto. I put my hair up as much as I can before sliding Kanto's helmet over my head. Immediately I see an interface pop up in the visor. Device saying available. Proceed. Yes, can you turn on autopilot once you take off? Affirmative. Would you like to initiate co-pilot mode with nearby contact Silver? Oh yes, please. Connecting. I put the key in the ignition, feeling the engine rev for the first time gives me goosebumps. I can hear Silver in my helmet. No turning back now, killer, shall we? Let's. I look back to the crew raving. Please grip both hands firmly on the handlebars. Be sure both feet are placed on the footrest. Autopilot will initiate shortly. Okay. I situate myself and give Silver a thumbs up, and he returns it with his own. Silver starts to pull out, and I start to follow. It goes slow at first, a little nerve-wracking, but I'm excited to start my new journey. Silver speeds up and my bike does the same. As we both ride off into the sunset sky. I look back one last time. I don't see them anymore. I feel a pain in my chest. I keep riding forward, eager to prove myself to the people I care about. Alright, so it's Arc 4, and it said that was the end of part 1 of Remember the Flowers. So I enjoyed this update, and both Cyrus and Silver are off to go on the mission. So be a while until we see Erwin and Kanto and Karen again. So I hope Cyrus doesn't get captured by Resume or by Lance. Yeah, but I think that's what's going to happen. And they'll have to rescue Cyrus from Resume. I'm excited about what's going to happen and how Cyrus does on the mission. It's certainly an opportunity for him to prove himself, not just to everybody, but to himself as well. So I like this part here, these credits here, and all the characters are like, like in a video game. So about Silver and Kanto, that conversation they had is something they needed. They needed to communicate and be honest about themselves with each other, and I think that really helped. I mean, I'm sad that they aren't together right now. Yeah, there they go, waving off there. Like that. Oh, here's Lance. And we got to see Lance. Thank you for playing. So about Silver and Kanto, like I said, I hope. It's sad that they may not be together anymore. I mean, Kanto said that he can't just sit by and just hope that things come about between the two of them, because that's just him with his life. So I think they should move on. I mean, they could be friends, but they gotta move on. I mean, apparently it's not going to work between Kanto and Silver, at least for now. Who knows? Maybe later on, after this business is over, maybe they'll get back together and they might be a couple. But again, that might not happen. They might end up finding other people to go out with. So that would be sad, but hey. I'm happy that they at least decided to be communicative with each other, speak out on their own feelings to each other, be honest. Silver is still not used to being social with others, and this job being an assassin, it does kind of work good for him, because he doesn't really have to be social. He just works alone. So he's not really that big of a social person, and it's been hard for him to communicate. So yeah, and I'm really going to miss Aaron. He's been very nice to Cyrus, almost too nice. And I really enjoyed Kevin's. He's very optimistic and kind of, kind of walkers, like, what's the word I'm looking for? But anyway, he's very optimistic and boisterous. And when she showed Cyrus the bike they've been working on, and she told him that it was his, and the reaction Cyrus gave, I really enjoyed that part. So that was a nice update. And a big part, we're just in it on a major part of the VN, them saying goodbye to everyone and going their first, Cyrus is going his first mission. For Silver, he already had a bunch of missions, so this is nothing normal for him. I mean, it's nothing new for Silver, but it's totally new for Cyrus. It's his first mission, so I'm sure Silver will help him along the way. And it's nice to see that the relationship between Silver and Kanto is growing, and how he fixed up that game that he used to play with his father all the time. I really enjoyed that. That's really nice of Kanto. So I'm happy that Cyrus is on good terms with everybody here. Aaron and Karen and Silver and Kanto. So that's all I have to say for now. I really enjoyed this update, chapter 17. So I wonder how things are going to come about with when Cyrus and Lance meet again. could Lance go against Resum and protect Cyrus, or will he be on the bad side and decide to take Cyrus to Resum to free himself? So we'll just have to figure out what Lance does once he meets Cyrus. Hey, so thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye. I have to use the satellites myself. There's no reception all the way out here. Kanto pulls up his own exit with a map. He shows me a landmass that looks a lot like South America. I can't help my surprise. You live in the fucking Amazon forest? I guess. It's just a big forest to me. How did you end up living here of all places? One day, when I was fiddling with ports, I stumbled upon this building. It has a lot of solar power tech, though it was in disrepair when I found it. Still, it's a useful hideout. Only a handful of people know about it. Only a handful? That must mean I'm special in your eyes, huh? I chuckled and Kanto rolls his eyes. Now shut up. Don't let it get to your head. I can't promise that. You're not even my first visitor today. I just had fun over before you came. Oh, who's the fun? Kanto's eyes go wide. Crap, sorry. I can't say. But you're part of the resistance now, so I'll let you in on a secret. I'm working closely with someone in covert ops who's investigating Resum. We sometimes meet here to discuss private matters. Honestly, we've been working on something for a while now, but I can't go into details, not yet. Oh, in that case, I'll pretend I didn't hear anything then. That being said, the whack of my eyebrows. It was good to know you're comfortable enough around me to let stuff like that slip. But there was that one time you blurted out Cyril's name. Alright, you're not as funny as you think you are. He tried to hide his smile by clearing his throat. But anyway, enough about that. I didn't go through the trouble of asking you here just to give you a tour. He gets up from the couch but doesn't elaborate. I see his tail swishing back and forth. Just gonna leave me in suspense, or... Give me a sec, I'm grabbing it. Kanto heads over to one of his shiny workstations. He tosses something in my direction and I catch it easily in the air. There's your gamepad thing, or whatever it should be fixed up. Oh wow. I went ahead and replaced some parts. With this new efficient power source, it should last much longer now. Did you try it out, like the game it came with? Did you play it? Nope, haven't tried it yet. I'm sure it works, but I wanted to give you the honors. Well, I like your confidence. Thank you, Kanto. This will hopefully make the trip much more bearable. Yeah, well. Kanto huffs and looks out the window, his tail still flicking back and forth. So you called me all the way out here to your super secret base just for